Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Scorpio, we're going to see what the universe wants to talk to you about. It's open mic. It's open mic. So I've just got the cards. We're going to see what the topic is going to be. I'm going to find out what the topic of a discussion is for you in this reading with the energy oracle deck. So perhaps this is some sort of victory, indecision about victory, or what path to go on to find your victory. And I'm going to use the Doggy Wisdom oracle deck to see what the kind of like the emotions, the energy is around whatever comes out. Confidence. Want confidence in whatever direction you pick for your victory. It's interesting how you're kind of getting a reading here. Yeah, isn't that funny how you get in a reading here when you came to a reading? So, and then the Chariot, like moving forward. So then I've got the Lightseers Tarot, followed by the Teeny Tiny Everyday Witch Tarot. So Scorpio, we're going to get started. The neighbor has their blinds open again. It's the weirdest thing, because I'm thinking it was a Sunday morning. It's been open all day today. The blinds have been closed all week in that room, and now they're open on Sunday. Nothing going on over there. It's so funny, isn't it? It's weird. All right, Scorpio, what does the universe want to talk to you about? What does the universe want to talk to Scorpio about? I got one card. Yin-yang energy. So balance, it could be partnerships. Yeah, energy balances the yin and the yang. So we're going to talk about the yin and the yang. Ooh. Man holding a heart, first chakra, rest, rejuvenation, attachment, door to value. It's quite an underline. I feel like I should have had a nap before I did your reading. We changed the clocks. Oh, my new technique here for changing the clocks is I change them, not before I go to bed. I change them right after dinner of the night before, right? Because then I try to program I already start to program myself early. It doesn't work because I'm still tired. My nap time is now technically like, well, yeah, my built-in clock. But you know, the clock's not saying that. Lily's already down having the nap where we usually lay down together. And I'm like, no, I got you one more video, Lily. One more. Okay, this is quite the underline. You've got man holding a heart and first chakra. Rest and rejuvenation, attachment, and door to value. There's, okay. Okay, I'm here. Oh, I'm hearing a full-on song right now. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Got to fly like an eagle to be free. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I'm just really coming in. So anyways, that's interesting. It's funny because I heard slipping into the future like right here when I was looking at these two cards, and then that song just totally came in there. It's like removing something right before you actually see like a big opportunity. It's like something is hidden. So, okay, I'm hearing the undercurrent. So, okay, you just take over. Sometimes I feel like it's just let spirit possess my body and I will speak in tongue in a minute. It's like the undercurrent of this reading is you slip just before you're going to slip into some like big opportunity. Something is unveiled. Something is unveiled that has kept you from slipping into there. You know what? Okay, so what came before this was, okay, ground your heart. I get that right. Actually, yeah, these three right here. This is all yang, right? And we're talking about the yin and the yang. This is all yang. This is all masculine energy, also symbolized by yang. And then the thing that is revealed is yin. The thing that is revealed is yin. So the yang energy here, it's actually not supposed to do anything. Which is funny, right? Because yang is usually like the impulsive, the doer, the initiator energy. But it's being told to rest. So the yang is resting. As the feminine energy, the yin is about to slip into the future, into a little opening here. So it immediately says kind of like how you might naturally pursue something or achieve something to switch that. It's funny. It's kind of like ground your heart and your passions and just cool those. And then this feminine part of you that would really hold back more than anything, it slips through. Like, I don't know how that happens. It slips through. So when you're not making plans, an opportunity presents itself. That's probably the easiest way I would describe that. So when you're not making plans and taking action and initiating something, that's when the breakthrough happens. So, let's come to it. All right, so how do you feel about this? Let's see. How do you feel about this, or what's the energy around it, the yin and the yang? The yin and the yang. What is the emotions, feelings, energy around the yin and the yang? Frustration. Oh, well, that would make sense though, because you're being asked to utilize your energy in different ways. I'm getting this funny little cartoon scene, Venture Out, which is playing in my head here, of this dynamic. It's like, okay, I'm picturing a bunch of boys, because we're talking about yang, okay? So yang and yin. So like a bunch of boys, and they're on the ice, they're playing hockey, and they're all trying to, almost like a, what do they call that? Like a shimmy, or what is that called? I don't know what they're doing. They're not really in a team together. Everybody's trying to get the puck and trying to get it into the net, okay? And they're all like, let's say about 5 feet tall. So I don't know. They're kind of like young, strapping young men. And that's what they're doing on the ice. And then there's like this little, 10-year-old girl who's just kind of like gliding by. She doesn't really know how to skate. And she's probably not in the safest situation being out there with all these boys. But it's almost like the universe is just like kind of protecting her as she glides through this scenario. And the idea is, get the puck into the net, right? You get a point, or you win in this scenario that's playing out in my head, and almost looks like a little cartoon. And it's as if the yang energy almost all gets like caught up, their sticks get tangled, they all get stuck in with each other. And then as they're fighting, and you see that in hockey too, like it's guys are on the board, they're fighting, the little puck kind of like slides out, and they don't even know, they're still like going at it. That's what this feels like. And it's almost like this yin energy just kind of like floats through, oop, and her skate hits the puck, and it goes in. Like it wasn't, that's what causes something to happen here. That's what causes something to happen here. It's like this yin part of you that would really be more nurturing, or more held back, or more contemplative, or just, I'm going to sit and use my intuition. It's almost like the universe takes that energy and uses it like yang. Does that make sense, Scorpio? Yeah. Because the yang is being told, sit down, take a second. But this yin, it's like it slips through. And it does, it gets a goal. It slips through and it gets this opportunity. But almost just like, looking at the mask, thinking, oh, I think I'm going to, it's like she's looking at, all the things that you can do on ice, like a little list. And maybe I'll figure skate, or maybe I'll play ringette. And then she ends up in this rink with all these boys, and the yang energy gets tied up, and it's almost like the universe ties it up. Their sticks all get stuck together. But this is frustrating because it's not how the yang energy works. It doesn't work like that at all. And the yin, I don't know that the yin is, maybe the yin is frustrated. The yin is, why don't the boys do that? You know, or why doesn't the yang do that? I don't know. It's funny. It's almost like a big energetic cosmic shift. Venture out. It's funny. With, almost like venture out with your yin energy and let it flow. But it will somehow, it's almost like the universe will use it like yang. It will cause action to happen. Oh Lord, Scorpio, this is deep. I haven't even had my nap. You know, I don't think human beings get enough rest. I really don't. I look at so many different animals. They're always napping. They're always napping. And there's a lot of cultures that nap. What the hell is wrong with the Western world? I tell you, having a nap is a good thing. Good. Yeah, if I was running the world, I would say everybody gets a nap. Everybody gets a nap. I guess except who doesn't want a nap. I'm going to pull 3 cards for each one of these. This dog, too, it almost looks like he wants to go out and play, and he's being told, no, you need to lay down. Not right now. And he does. He looks like, ugh, it's the last thing I want to do right now. The 4 of Cups. The 7 of Cups. Look. Okay. And the Death card. What is going on here? Okay, let's keep going. Frustration. Oh, the 5 of Pentacles. The World. The Sun. Oh, God. It is. It's like the dog is stuck inside and he knows how good it is outside. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. You're really being told not to go right now or not to do something. I'm going to put cards underneath these. This is very intriguing. The Ace of Wands. The Queen of Wands. This 9 of Wands. Holy Wands. Wands held back. This is Wands held back. This is totally what's going on with this Yang energy. The Yang is being told to hold back. Hold on. Hold on. Don't move a muscle. The 5 of Pentacles. The Strength card. Like trying to be patient, trying to be a good doggo. The World. The Knight of Pentacles. And the Sun. The 10 of Swords. It's like somebody saying, there'll be no walkies today for you. The Tower and the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Cups. This is almost like you had your heart set on something. Like you have your heart set on something and you know exactly what it is, and then something breaks down. Wow, this energy is weird. What is this? It is really like energy's been put upside down on its head here. You got to think outside of the box somehow. It's like you have to think outside of the box. All of the rules have been changed. The only way I can describe this energy, Scorpio, it's like suddenly finding yourself in another dimension. And the rules that you understand, like, you know, that you would naturally understand, like up is up and down is down and left is left and right is right. And, you know, all the things that just, it's not that. It's like you find yourself something, it's like it doesn't make sense almost. And everything that causes, it's yeah, like everything that you understand in terms of physics and energy and movement, it's completely been turned upside down. it's actually hard to for me to tap into it. I feel like what is this? Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know what this means. Okay, I don't know what is going on with, but what I know, okay, this energy, I was sort of shown it. It's like, okay, if you can imagine, like, you know, right, that every reality can exist. The reality that you know that you're in, the path that you're on, there is a completely opposite reality to that. Completely. Okay, so we're talking about yin and yang, all right? Let's say this is the message that's coming in here. It's pretty deep and it's pretty profound. Let's say this has something to do with a partnership, just for simplicity's sake, okay? And because there's a yin and a yang to that. These are two very balanced partners for each other. Let's say you're the yang, okay? Let's say you're the yang, Scorpio, in this lifetime, and your partner is the yin. You both exist in another reality, completely opposite from this, and you are the yin, and they are the yang. And but everything, this is the part that is very difficult for me to put, like, every single thing, like, is almost opposite. Something really weird is occurring here, and I'm getting the message it's because something is about to occur in this timeline, and it's also about to occur in the opposite timeline. And I don't know what that means. I don't know if, like, when two things occur in two different reality, like, these are opposite strings. Like, if I'm seeing the strings of reality come around in a great big circle, and like a sphere, like all of these strings, like billions and trillions of strings of reality that we can find ourselves on. You can't find yourself on the one on the opposite. You can't in a lifetime go around the trillions of realities that can, like, you can't hop those to get there. But what can happen is that when something lines up through that way, because they're opposite, in two timelines that are completely opposite from one another, it's almost like they merge. They merge. And I'm not really getting, like, any profound message that you're going to feel that merge, but what you're going to feel is that because these two frequencies are so in alignment, like they're like poles. They've aligned themselves like the poles, the North and South Pole, like magnets, that they're bleeding through one another's reality. And you can, okay, because you're going to experience periods of frustration. Oh, yeah. Periods of frustration, confusion, maybe even defeat, because suddenly something appears that maybe you can't achieve it, or your plan changes because this energy is bleeding in here. And it's almost like right? Because on the other side, you're yin. But here, it's just for argument's sake, you can be yin here. But if you're yang in this other reality thread that is, like, completely opposite, an alignment here. And because that has happened, I don't know why, there's something here. I feel like our souls exist on all, like, consciously on all realities that we could be participating in. And I think we're participating in all of the possible realities. But our strongest point of consciousness is where we choose to be at that point. Your consciousness is there. You are existing as yin in another, it's the full, complete opposite timeline though. Like where light exists here, dark exists there. Like if it's a world where people, like here, where we're, like it would be, people would be nocturnal there. Like it's just so, it's such a message. Oh my God. Okay. So when you feel these energies, like this, like it's exactly what I said. Like it's turned upside down because if there's all this wand energy and it's not permitted to move. And then, okay, and then we have this almost like confusing and missing the point, missing the opportunity, kind of, what do I do? Right? And then as the minute I looked in here, actually with Death and Rebirth, there's your card. That's where this strong, I had to sit for a second before I started talking about it. This, what I'm conveying to you now, is it's like an energetic portal that's somehow being triggered. It's a reality stream. It's a little bit like your consciousness is being, the focus of your consciousness is almost like, I'm almost seeing like the light of your mind being pulled back into this other dimensional reality that's the complete opposite. The kind of confusion, I don't know, there is confusion in these cards here, like with these cups, because wait, the flame is not used. The flame is not used. But then the yin, it's almost like when you sit in this yin, you feel like a sense of, I'm being complacent when I shouldn't be complacent. I'm not sure what I should be doing here. I can't think of exactly which sort of science fiction movie or program, but I know I've seen it in a type of scene where somebody has come back from some sort of a dimensional reality, but it's almost like part of their mind is stuck in the other dimension. I wish I could grab it. I can't. It's weird. Like being in this energy is weird. It almost feels like I'm being shown like right down to like cellular DNA in your nucleus, and to the point where atoms are just vibrating. So here's the thing, okay? When you walk away from the sun, you're actually walking into, when you walk away from the sun, you walk into the moon, right? Yin and yang, they're opposite energy. But what did I say about the other reality that's complete opposite? It is a nocturnal reality. It's so weird. It's like, and it's almost like in that reality, their goal is to try to walk into the moon. But if I was pulling cards over there, and we all are, I'm probably doing it there. Maybe I'm like a man, I don't know. But I'd be showing you in this reading the other part of you in this reality that you cannot reach in lifetimes through any techniques or reality hops. Something has come into an alignment here that's allowed these energies, these frequencies to bleed into each other. I'd be showing you the moon, and it's probably not the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, defeat is the goal, is to feel defeated in the moon. The goal over there is to feel defeated in the moon. What would be the opposite of the Ten of Swords? To me, it'd be like the Ace of Swords. So that would, over there, I would be showing them the Ace of Swords with the moon. I'm having trouble even keeping in on it, because this is the defeat of the sun. The opposite of that, would that be the ace of the moon? This is a hard reading, Scorpio. It is really, it's actually a message that's beyond, I think, what my human brain can comprehend. And I don't know that I've ever had a message like that come in before. It really feels like it's beyond my comprehension, or me trying to keep it straight. It's when you are feeling lack, that is your strength right now. It is the strength. It is to be in lack. It is to be shut out. You're walking into the moon as almost like your opposite energy is walking away from the sun. You know what I'm saying? Do you get this? Oh my God, this reading. I know I'm going to get comments on it. But it's weird. Venture out. I feel like that. That's even just for me, encouraging me to be able to try to reach for this. Oh, and she's standing here. Interesting. She's standing on the sphere, right? And to me, it's all these threads. I almost picture like it is like a perfect sphere of all these reality threads. And in the center is us, is our consciousness, our full consciousness that exists in all of these fragments. Yeah, there is the consciousness. But then it almost like it explodes out. I mean, if you're coming here for reading about, I don't know what. How are things going to go next week at work, Cindy? I don't know. To be honest with you. Too, I have like a Taurus moon, right? So it always, I feel that's the part of me that's always trying to pull like these kind of messages and ground them somehow so that you can have a practical way of understanding it. But that's actually getting in the way here for me. I have to utilize like this. I almost have to just utilize all the planets that I have in the 12th house. Yin yang. The Two of Pentacles. That's crazy. That's crazy, right? You see that, right? Like two fragments combined to one. The balance of this energy. So what I'm trying to say is, because you can't control what's happening in this other reality, and I almost, it's okay. The problem I'm having is when I'm talking to you and I feel like I'm in both of them. So I'm in both of them, and I almost feel like I'm trying to talk to both of you. Like the two conscious parts of you that exist in these two different reality streams. I can't do that because I get caught up in which one is real. And I swear to God, like it's going to blow my brain cells away. So, okay, as the other one is walking away from what they think or believe based on the reality that they live in is the goal. They're actually walking towards your goal. And as you walk away from your goal, you're actually walking towards their goal. This is what I've been trying to convey. So, and as that happens, the goal is actually completed, right? This yang energy, it's all flipped upside down. And it is also like a huge matter of faith here. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Have you guys ever seen, it's a Star Trek Next Generation episode, and I think they're going through something in space, and they end up in too many realities. It really does become quite weird. And they have to do something to the warp core or the ship's going to blow up. And Data's the only one, because he's like a mechanical artificial intelligence. He's the only one that is able to navigate all these realities of himself. This is like what it feels like for me, like almost being confused about. It's almost like you can see yourself in the future and then you see yourself in the past, but which one are you? This is the weirdest energy, Scorpio. I don't know where we are. Oh, it's Scorpio season. What the fuck is going on right now? Is this happening to everybody? Because I am reading this during Scorpio season. And then he has to walk. He ends up having a conversation with the different realities of himself. And this, like, one is slightly behind by 5 seconds and one is behind by 6 seconds. All these realities in time. And then he has one's in front of him, and he's like, well, we have to get to the warp core and push the button or whatever it is that they do. How do we do that? And then is just do it, just go. And then they all go, and then as they do that, they merge into one at the point where they have to, the reality of him has to do something here. And you see, that's what I see with these two opposite ends. It's like, don't fight anything here. That would probably be my best advice in this really unusual and strange energy that we've just walked into in this reading. Go where you're led to go. But know when you're moved away from what your goal is, that you're actually moving towards the goal of, I guess it would be like your shadow, your opposite shadow self. And your opposite shadow self is moving away. Hopefully, I'm there too, in another version of me, and I'm giving a reading, telling them to do the same thing. They're going to accomplish your goal, and you're going to, and it's almost like that's where I see all these datas come together. I don't know, Inception. Yeah, that would be a good sci-fi story. I'm having trouble grounding it, though. I really am. Yeah, I would say, I feel like I'm experiencing this in this reading. Frustration. The Seven of Wands and the Devil, or the Seven of Wands. Wow, yeah. No, don't Seven of Wands the Devil. Don't even question it. Play with this energy. That's what you do. Because the devil has all the answers on the other side. The devil is divinity on the other end. Ah. That seems kind of profound. Because it feels like something has control over you, perhaps. You know, because we have the Sun with the Ten of Swords here. So it feels like either you're losing access to a goal, or something that you want to achieve for yourself, you can't. Like something's happening here, right? And then it feels like you're frustrated. You got frustration. With these two cards, it just really feels like any possibility forward, it always seems blocked by the devil. Go in and play with it. Don't back away from this. Because what would be, I guess, to me, like the Lovers would be the opposite of the Devil. Divine guidance, being divinely guided, making divine choices. So the other reality, the polar opposite reality, this would be like, no, they would want that card to come up, right? But they're probably getting like Ace of Cups, the Lovers, and freaking out like, oh, that's frustrating. Get there. I don't know. I'm probably going to lose half my subscriber base with this reading. But I'm telling you, this is what I'm getting. And it is really odd energy. So it also feels like you're swimming through illusion. Like you're swimming through illusion. I kind of want to say, I almost feel like I almost feel like there's been some sort of like tear or hiccup in like time and space here. I want to look, because this is what I find intriguing. And this is that, when I looked at this just a few moments ago, that's when that all kind of like downloaded for me, that scene with Data, and there's all these different timelines of him. And then like, there's a small window of opportunity, and it's almost like it's closing, right? Or like time and space as they know it will end up being destroyed, or the ship will blow up. I don't remember what was the basis around that. But how do you know which one is you? Can't even. I'm not ready for messages like this. I'm not. Maybe I need to watch more Star Trek to kind of get my head back in that space. But attachment. God, Lord, the High Priestess, right? It's just, it is. It's deep. The Page of Wands, the Moon card, the Ace of Swords. Oh my God. Did I not just say that? Wouldn't that be the Ace of Swords and the Moon? The opposite of this? Clarity in the unknown. Being clearly unknown. I can't believe that. So don't tell me this shit not real, what I'm trying to download here. Because that is exactly, I'm sure that's what I said. What would be the opposite of that? It's almost like having the Ace of Swords and the Moon. Like all the unknown is everything I need. What's this? The Seven of Swords. God, it's hidden. I'll tell you it's hidden. That's something. That is something. This is the kind of reading where if you yourself can kind of like download and comprehend what it is I'm trying to convey. And I do apologize because I really don't have the words. Like I'm struggling with finding the right words for what this message is. The language like verbal language does not do this message justice. But if you can download that, you can see through illusion. You can see illusion. Illusion can become more real than what's truly in front of you right now. That's really what this energy is. Door to value. The Knight of Cups and the Eight of Swords. There again, it's like an opening in a place that looks like there's no opening. The Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. Yeah, nothing's coming in now. Like, that was it. And it just blows my mind that we ended up there with the Moon and the Ace of Swords. The illusion is the reality right now for you. The illusion is the reality. Scorpio, I'm going to go do the extended. I'm just pulling cards out in the extended to see what the universe wants to talk to you about over there. And so, until next time, Scorpio, do be gentle with yourselves and your other self too. Bye.